How's everybody doing today? I'm just getting live. I'm both live on YouTube and also live on TikTok at the same time. I'm going to do a simulcast. We're going to see what we get today for our collective readings and also for we're going to be doing some collective readings. If anybody would like a question answered, I can answer some questions. Going to also do a few collective readings while we're waiting for people to filter in. And if you've never seen this channel before, I do live light language, I do um, Reiki, I do card reads. Generally, we'll do 2 card reads a day on my TikTok channel, which I then put out to Instagram, TikTok, and uh, YouTube. They're generally love readings. Let's see if we can get some people to filter on and see if we can get a few questions. And while we're waiting for people to filter and come on with the questions, we're going to do a few quick energy reads. So, Spirit, just give me what the energy is for the collective right now. See what we get. See some people just starting to filter in. We're doing live readings. If you have a question, just put it into the comment window and I'll be answering one question per person. If you'd like your own personal read, we can do that as well. But let's go over some energies. And thank you for sharing. Tell the Wolves I'm home. So, general energies we have today are the thinking woman. You may be able to see it there. The thinking woman is not always a woman, but it's a feminine energy, and that feminine energy is attracting and thinking, and she's thinking about balance, right? So we got the yin yang card, that's the balance card. Also, a twin flame card, 22. We are coming up on the twin flame portal, the 1111 twin flame portal, and if you do actually see my screen, you have a little invitation there in case you wanted to join that healing. It is a live group healing. Uh, it is donation based, and just send me a DM about it. So we have a woman holding a coin. So those of you who do have that feminine energy, it seems like your finances are starting to come into play. Don't have any anxiety around these finances right now because it is coming. The cornucopia, that's coming out. So the energies are there to support you. It may take a little while, right? And so we also have a man holding a coin. So for all of those people that are watching, yeah, the finances are going to come through. And also a caring connection is in the energies right now. So do try to stay in a positive mindset because there's a huge abundance of energies coming in to provide you with that abundance. So with that, if I do have any questions, I'll be answering one question per person for free. If anybody would like a paid read, I do have some paid readings available. They're up on the screen right now. $10, What's Blocking in Love, $10 for messages from your DM or DF for that matter, and a $25 mini read. I'll be doing some activations based on what people are looking for today. I am on both YouTube and on TikTok. And hi, Lady H from YouTube. I see you. If you have a question, just put it into the chat window. I am answering questions, one question per person. And so, with that, do we have anybody that would like to give me a question? I'd love to pull a card for somebody. Otherwise, I'm going to pull some general cards until we get a few more people on here. It's a little bit of a impromptu, but I think I'm going to start doing Sunday nights around 8 o'clock the same time, where I'll do some light language and or some card reads. I can do small little freebies on the light language as well. So if you have something that's really blocking you, it's keeping you from moving forward, perhaps I can give you a light language for that. So let's see if we have any questions coming through. Will Fred reach out to you before next year? Let's find out. Let's ask the universe. And we're also going to look at some energies around that, Duchess. And Duchess, I appreciate you sharing the live. And that's all I ask for if you get a card pull. I mean, I do love donations, but realistically, the energy exchange that I'm requesting at this point is just like, follow, and share. And so will Fred reach out to Angela before next year? Let's see what the cards are saying. And so they sent me, they gave me a whole stack of cards. I hate when they do that because they're poking a little bit of fun. But the first one that popped up is the one we want to say, good luck, let it go, stop, uh, in a week soon, right? So what Spirit is basically saying is that the luck is on your side, but you've got to let this go. You can't keep on focusing on it because if you don't, it's going to keep moving. But if you do, in a week or sooner, uh, you may get something from Fred. But it's all in your ball field, so to speak. You have to make sure that you are not in the needy energy. So the more you worry about it and focus on it, the more you push it away. It's a kind of sucky way the universe works, but whenever we want something so bad that turns into need, that need then turns into an energy that's an energy of lack, and the universe gives you more lack. And so let's see what those energies are. So the energies that I'm seeing, Angela, are right now there's not enough love there, but there's something coming in. It's going to be true love. And Spirit saying release that X. So if you look at all those, there's something better for you down the pike. And I think what you have to do is release this person, and either this person is going to come in changed or it's going to be a brand new person, but it's available for you in the energies. I hope that helps. All right. And I've got a question over here from YouTube. And again, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let's see, a Lady H, are TG and you coming back into union? All right, so let's ask our universe question. I might pull the angels out. I have a feeling the angels want to say something on this one, so bear with me while I pull that deck. Haven't used that deck in a while, and I think they're screaming that they want to come out. So let me find it. Unfortunately, I've got hundreds of decks. And so sometimes I pick one deck over the other. Let's see what the angels are going to say for us today. Sure, we're in right order. Okay. So for Lady H, our TG and she coming into union, and the angels are saying, remain positive but get more information. At this time, no. So there's something better for you when they say remain positive and get more information and no. It's not in this now person. And so for this one, Lady H, I don't think he's coming back or you guys are coming back into union anytime soon. I'm going to see if I can just get a yes or no, a truthful yes or no answer. Will they ever get back into union? Spirit. And Tracy, we'll get to your question in a few seconds here. So let's just please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Spirit, will Lady H get back into union? And Spirit is saying, indeed, you will, but not as soon as you think. So just keep remaining positive. Keep getting more information. When you say get more information, it means go back, go inside yourself and really search inside yourself for the answers, because you have the answers you already need. They're always there available for you, but you have to reach in deep and you have to connect to yourself. So I hope that helps you, Lady H. And Tracy, let's see if there is anybody new coming into your life. So let me see what deck I want to use for that. I'm going to think I want the romance fairies for that question. So let me find our romance fairies. There we go. Let's see what the fairies have to say. And tell the wolves, as soon as I am done with Tracy, I will do yours as well. So just remember, everybody, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Donations are wonderful, but not necessary. And if you do feel guided, I am having a group healing with my co-host Susan next Sunday at 4 p.m. It's for bringing in codes of union, helping with twin flames, soulmates, divine counterparts, or just bringing love into your life. That's going to be the focus of the healing for the 1111 portal. It's up on the screen. Just DM me or send me an email. So, Tracy, what I'm seeing is you have a rekindle coming into your future here. Spirit, can you give me anything else on this? Am I going to have to use a different deck? You want me to use a different deck? All right. So, Spirit's saying that there's something from your past coming in. It may be from your past life or a past person, Spirit. What more do you want? That's too many. I won't take that many. What more do you want to say for Tracy about what's coming into her life? There it is. And Spirit's saying keep it an open mind for this person. It's not going to be in the space that you want it to be. I won't take big piles, Spirit. It's going to be a true love, but you also have to release your ex, right? And so in order for this rekindle, it may be a different X or it just may be a better version of that X, but you have to keep an open mind, meaning if they do come back, you're going to have to be in an accepting place. You can't be judgmental. So with that, if you are, there's true love coming in for you. So I hope that answers your question, Tracy. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And again, it seems like we have a lot of love questions, and that's probably good because that's what I generally love to do. Is I love to read about love. And Tell the Wolves is asking, are the evil energies trying to block me even when I ask for protection? So Tell the Wolves, love the name. It's a great name. Um, are the evil energies trying to block you? Um, they probably are to a certain extent, but you're allowing it to happen. And when I say that is that, most of us don't realize it, but subconscious controls 99.9% of our experience out here. And so there are versions of you that have subscribed to the darkness, the evil, and they don't want to let go. That doesn't mean that the conscious part of you has subscribed to that. But you trying to heal is going to trigger them to keep on writing contracts behind your back in the now moment to basically block anything that you are trying to protect yourself from. And so what you have to do is you have to intentionally go within yourself and uh, break those contracts if you'd like. I can give you a short little light language going to kind of help clear a little bit of it, but the real nuts and bolts, the potatoes are going to be you have to go within yourself and you have to work on your healing so that you're able to clear these on your own. But if you do want a little bit of protection, I can put some light language protection around you as well as anybody else who is on the live that would like it. So just let me know into the comments. And so with that, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Yeah, so it takes time to clear it on your own. You know what? And some of us take a long time for that, and it's nothing to beat yourself up about. Everybody's on their path on their own time, and it starts with an intention, and you have to wake up every morning and saying, hey, I don't subscribe to this, and you have to start taking over your subconscious and start working on whatever traumas that you have so you can get in touch with your subconscious. But with that, just set the intention that you'd like a little bit of protection from whatever is coming your way right now. You're going to ask your higher self from outside of polarity to help you with that because the one inside of polarity is probably just as confused as you are and fighting the same battle. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to request that protection. It's going to be a bubble. You're going to imagine a golden bubble around you, and anything that is trying to attack you, what it's going to be is just nullified and healed. Because we're going to want to heal that timeline, heal why they're trying to attack you because it's a trauma. So with that, we set that intention with no harm to anybody and the frequency of love. And let's get this light language going. Anybody else who would like to take advantage of this protection can. You just have to intend to say, yes, I'll allow it. You only get what you meant to receive and nothing more than that. So with that, Shapa o ho shono no ni ji papa na he pa o ho shna wi pa ni e he ao pa wo ho shna ni ji papa ni e yu pa ya pa ni e pa o ho shna ni ji papa ni he pa o ho sho ho pa ni ji pa o na ya pa o shi pa na pa o shono no ni ji pa ni pa o ho pa ni ja we pa ne ji pa buf sha ni sha na a ha ha da wuji sha na e ya u sha ne di juju pa fu sha na ha ho sha ha yi shi po we pa. All right, Jay, let me know how that felt with you. Everybody experiences light language just a little bit differently. And anybody else who was watching, if you want to let me know if you accepted and accepted that protection, and how did that feel within you as well. And you're welcome. So let's see what some collective love energies are for today. Anybody who is just joining, I'm doing just a little thank you. I'm going to do it every Sunday night where I'm going to answer some questions. I do it in the morning on Sundays with a partner, Susan, and I'm going to do some by myself at night. I do it on TikTok and YouTube Live. I'm playing around with this a little bit. It's kind of fun to have both on there. I'm glad you felt a release. That's stuff that's being pulled out on you. And what you have to do is just keep on intending for that to work. If you find it's just too overwhelming, I do personal light languages. They're going to be like about 7 to 15 minutes long, and they run about $55. If you're interested, and you just tell me what intentions that you would like, and then I add whatever your guides and your spiritual team and your higher self want as well. So with that, let's see what energies that we have in love coming in for people who are going to watch or in the collective who will watch this or are watching this. And the love energies that are around for our collective are the following. So, a lot of you sitting in codependency right now. Hopefully, you can see that. It's kind of hard. I can't really see too much. I have too many screens going at once. So, a lot of people are in that codependency energy right now. And we want to get out of that. Right? What is codependency? It's relying on somebody else to uh, bring you in the love that you seek. The love that you seek is within yourself. And it's time for you to go within and heal that codependency, whatever that trauma is around it. Because if you do, there's going to be a passion and an engagement and commitment. And that commitment may just be for yourself because you've got to get out of that codependency. So, those are the energies that are available for you right now for anybody who is watching. So with that, do we have any other questions or activations requested? Let me know if anybody would like a paid reading. I do have some paid readings I can do in this moment, and some of my cheaper ones are actually the most powerful ones, like $10 for what's blocking you in love. And a lot of readers will tell you what's going on around in the energy, but they're not going to tell you why you keep on pushing that love away and why the love never comes in, right? And you have to understand why, what the energy is, what the trauma is, what the behavior is, in order for you to kind of pivot. And you have to choose to pivot because healing is a choice. It doesn't happen automatically. It's not something that comes in, although the portal and the portal energies are there. You actually have to accept those portal energies and you have to choose to heal. And you see that with all my reads. My reads are talking about energy and choices. You're always at a crossroad at every decision point. Do you choose A, B, or C? And how you choose then provides your path of where your life is going to move. So if you are wanting to heal, then you have to choose to. And once you do, then the universe starts to work its cogs into allowing you to kind of bump into that next person that's going to help you to heal each time or along the way. So with that, let's see if we get anybody else to jump on. Otherwise, I'm going to pull a few more collective reads. Greetings, Summer. How are you? Did you have a question you'd like? And for those of you who just joining, I am doing one question per person for free. I will do some light language activations as well if somebody's feeling particularly stuck in their life. we can try to clear some of that energy. And at the same time, I'm doing some collective reads as well. So while I wait for some questions, I think I'm going to do a collective read on some messages from your person if you're in that space of separation. Let's see what your person wants to say, and then we're going to pull some situation decks of what's going on in the situation. Okay, Summer. So I'm going to read that one, but only you would really truly know who you're supposed to marry, right? If you're questioning it, I'm a little worried with that. But let's and I appreciate that ice cream cone in the rose. So let's see what your energies are, Summer, because first thing we always want to do in a love reading is we want to see what the energies are between the two of you. So is Summer with Ooh, Spirit is really kicking my butt today with these cards. They're knocking them all over the place. And luckily I have good reflexes. They're forcing me to really shuffle this deck. So we're going to shuffle it. And am I with the person I'm supposed to marry? So Summer, let's see where you are with that person. So Summer with the person she's supposed to marry, Spirit. Show me the energies around her right now. What's going on with her and her person? Okay. So let's see what we got here. So what I'm seeing is that right now, Summer, and you might not like the cards that came out, but what I'm seeing is that right now your love language is physical touch. I want to try to move that up higher so you can get a good picture of it. Right, so that means it's a very physical relationship, and let me know if that makes sense, if that resonates with you. It makes you feel young and excited and really passionate. However, the cards are cautioning me on friend zone. Somebody's getting friend zoned, and there's some time apart. Now, I want to find out some more about this time apart because I want to know what the situation is around that time apart. So I'm just going to pull another deck here. Um, so there's some energies at work here that and I think that's probably why you're questioning why, if this is the person you're meant to marry. And let me know if that resonates as well, Summer. Spirit, can you give me what's going on with Summer right now? What is the energies? Why am I seeing friend zoned and time apart? Show me what that situation is. Okay. The Spirit's showing me. All right. So somebody's ego got in the way a little bit of this connection and did a lot of damage. They said or did something that really took a wrecking ball to this. Right? And is this is this also resonating with you? And it seems like you're feeling that you don't want to chase anymore because of all this damage. And at this point, you both need a little bit of space. And one of you feels that it's too late for things to get better. Now I'm going to dig a little bit more into this because this is not the whole story. Spirit is telling me that there's more to it. I'm going to pull a few questions and then I'm going to get a message or two from the higher self of your person. So Spirit, what else is going on in this situation? That's probably why they knocked my cards down. So Spirit, what's going on with this situation with Summer? And so basically, Spirit saying, yes, this person is your soulmate, your connection is sacred. Now, soulmate means that it means many things. It doesn't always mean it's a romance. It just means that this is somebody that has come in who's there for a time. Sometimes they stay for a long time, sometimes they don't. Um, but they're there with a soul contract, and the soul contract is happy. The soul contract is something that gets completed over time, and sometimes it's done and then you move on, right? But Spirit's also saying a heart to heart conversation is necessary. It's safe for you to talk about your feelings, right? And I think this is the real message here, that you really have to, both of you got to take the masks off and be honest about things. And then if you do, I'm going to get a timing question. I'm just going to ask Spirit, when uh, will things clear up? When? What's the possibility of that? And Spirit, when are we talking here? Can you give us possible time frames? And Spirit saying somewhere between February and more than a year. So this time apart is gonna be for you to heal. Now, you also might be somebody who might be interested in jumping in. I don't know if you can see on the screen the group healing that I'm having with my partner, Spiritual Susan. She co-hosts with me on the morning show on Sundays. Uh, Minimum donation is $30. It is paid, but it's about an hour and a half. It's light language. It's going to be Reiki. It's going to be messages of uh, of guidance. It's going to be affirmations and meditation. It's going to usually over an hour, hour and a half. They're very, very transformational, and at the same time, it will be recorded. So if you can't make the time frame, you can still, attend and get the energies, and then you can watch the recordings over and over again. And the point of it is to release the energetics that's keeping you stuck, right? And so we're going to help release whatever that is that's causing all of this. And then you're going to have to go within and start healing, but it's going to be the start point for it. So if you are interested, just send me a DM afterwards. Just reach out. It is next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope this resonates with you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And I do appreciate the ice cream cone and the rose. Very much appreciate it. So, with that, do we have anybody else with some questions that like to be answered? You're welcome. And like you say, we all go through this. This is not something, it's a learning experience. You're here in this realm to learn. You're here in this realm to release all your trauma, and as you release your trauma, the love that you really want to attract in life, the one that you want to marry, the one that you want to be together with, will find you magnetically, because you'll attract it, because you'll be in the same frequency as that person. Um, these separations happen, and they happen for many reasons, because one or two of you have moved out of that frequency, or you're both in a trauma response where you can't have that relationship because it wouldn't stay the length of term because of the trauma. The trauma needs to be healed, and that's a lot of people that show up on my lives are ones that are ready to actually take a serious step into their healing path. And so with that, see if we have any other questions. Otherwise, I'm going to do some messages for the collective from their person. We'll see what that person, it wants to say to you. The ones that are in separation. There's a few that come onto my lives with separation all the time. So let's see. We get some messages from your person. A few cards away here. And for those of you joining, I am doing one free question per person. Just put your question into the chat window. I'm doing this both on YouTube and on TikTok. So if you see me switching over to another person that you don't see in the chat, that's okay. It's only because I am on both at the same time. So let's see if we get some messages for those people in separation who would like to see what their person's higher self wants to say to them. Spirit, give me people who are watching this messages from the collective, from their higher self, of their person, the person in separation. Give me two more messages, Spirit. Okay, 1 and 2. So let's start with the first message. Person saying their higher self is saying, I love you so much. Do you love me the way I love you? My love for you is stronger than ever. And I dream about you at night. So anybody who's watching, let me know if any of that resonates. If it does, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. All right, let's see what other cards want to present themselves. I think I want to see what's going on in the collective from a love perspective. Let's see what little messages want to come out for those love situations. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to use our Situation Love Oracle deck. And for those joining, if you are looking for a card or a question answered, just please put it into the comment window. I'm doing one free question per person. All right, so Spirit, can you give me what's going on with the collective in situations of love? What situations are coming in? What are the energies, please? And what else is coming? That one's going right to the ground. Oh, it's in the immediate space. And let's get one or two more coming in. All right, so let's see what we've got going on. Okay, seems that you and your person, you're mirroring each other right now. So the mirroring is happening. It's happening a lot in the collective. There's some insane chemistry that's coming through, burning desire. So your person's desiring you. However, they're not happy with the separation. It's time to stop this pattern. And there's going to be a sudden change. It's going to happen all at once. And let's see what's going to happen all at once. Let's ask our romance fairies what's going to happen. What is Spirit showing us the situation? Okay, and Spirit is saying, get lighthearted. Uh, your love life is being affected by kids, and it's time to heal family issues. So I think this sudden change is all this stuff is gonna hit, and it's time for you to get out of this pattern. This pattern's right here, right? Healing the family issues. You need to get into this passion. I'm just going to move things around a little bit. And then something new is going to come in. So let's get excited, people. There's a shock and awe ready to come in for the collective. So do we have anybody else that would like a reading? I can do some paid readings. I can do just a free question if you're just looking for a small question answered. I can do some light language activations. One of my most powerful reads, probably the most useful one, is the reading the on the blocks to love, right? Because most people, they don't get love and they wonder why, but they don't understand that. And as you understand why you're being blocked, what traumas you're needing to heal, then you can actually actively go ahead and change that path. Otherwise, you just repeat the hamster wheel of karma over and over again because you're just not aware. And awareness is how we heal. So with that, do we have anybody else that would like a card or an activation? I might just do a general light language activation for those of you who would like one. I've been called this today to do a third eye opening / clearing for those that are willing to and ready to open their third eye. I will open the third eye for you. If you are not ready and willing to do that, then what we're going to do is we're just going to clear it. We're going to balance it. So that's your third eye chakra. Clear it and balance it. And as we balance it, the flow of energy is going to come in. So you're in separation, huh? Or Ether, Ether the Sage. So did you want to do a paid reading, or did you just want to know, what's blocking you in love? That's a $10 paid reading. If you just want a card to kind of give you an idea of what's going on, we can do too. And then I also have, if you're in separation, look at my group healing for next week. That we're going to deal with major separation issues and bringing that love in. Card. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you and your person. Uh, you're C and she's T. So C and T, what's the energy? Right away, something popped out. And I'm getting third party energy. Does this resonate? Let me know in the chat. Um, but yeah, ether sage. So generally, what happens with third party energy, right, is it's a contract. It's a karmic contract, but it's still a contract, and the contract is there to either teach you a lesson, teach her a lesson, uh, however it works. And so you gotta release that person, and as you release them, sometimes the energy changes, and they will come back, and sometimes they don't. Don't get stuck. And one of the things that a lot of the twins get stuck on, and trust me, I got stuck on it for a long time as well, is focusing on that one person and saying there's nothing else but that one person. And the reason, I'm sure you've been to every twin flame thing in there, and they all say the same thing. It's, you know, release your person, release your person, release your person. Why do you release that person? Because you have to allow for spirit to bring in what's really meant for you. And when you close the door to anything, right? And as you focus on that person and focus on when that person coming back, oh, that person's out dithering with, Joe, Billy Bob, or, the muscle builder over there, whatever it is, and the guy with all the money, and you're saying, why are they still in trauma? I'm trying to heal, right? And that's what you got to do, is you just got to try to heal yourself, because as you heal yourself, you may realize all of a sudden one day that that person's energy doesn't bother you anymore, because you've released that trauma around that person, and now you're open for other experiences, other loves, and they may come in because there is more than one person for everybody here. You just have to be in an energetic frequency where you're able to sustain that relationship with that person. And so you have to wait for them to be in the frequency and you to be in the frequency. And sometimes it's a long time. So the best way to do, uh, and yes, Nettie P, you can get a message from your guides in a few seconds here. And the best you can do is release it all and allow the universe to bring in what it brings in, and be open about it, because the more you're focused, the more you close the door. And there's no more doors going to open, because you're telling the universe, no, I won't accept anything, and you're not going to. So I'd say just release that. You would probably be good for my group healing for the 1111 Portal Earth Ether the Sage. It's going to be very, very transformational. We'd love to have you there. It's donation based, $30 minimum donation. It'll be an hour and change. It's going to be Reiki, light language. We're going to clear a lot of blocks to love, and we're going to do a lot of healing around that space. And at the same time, you will get a recording of it as well. So that you'll be able to rewatch that energetics over and over again, and it's going to help you, I mean, move uh, a huge amount of spaces from where you are right now. So I hope that helps. If you're interested, just please reach out to me. Just send me a DM, and I'll give you all the information. It's going to be next Sunday at 4 p.m. With my co-host Spiritual Susan. So Nettie, let's see what we can get you from your a message from your guides. Let me see what they're moving me to the Soul Helper Oracle, and so let's see. I'm in the Eastern Standard Time, so if that time zone doesn't work, it's going to be in Zoom. So as long as you sign up ahead of time, you'll even get cards of guidance, even if you can't make the time frame. Like I say, it will be recorded, so the energies are still there. So you'll just get all the energies and all the healing, just like everybody participated. But if you sign up before the actual live event, we'll actually pull some cards for you live as well, and guidance, so that you can rewatch it and get your guidance as well. For people who are just getting the replay after the fact, that we don't have the opportunity to do that. So Nettie, for you, let's see what your guides want you to know. It's really your higher self more than your guides that want something here. And All right. All right. So your guide's higher self is saying the love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. And so what does that mean, right? What this means is that your team is telling you it's time to really open up, embrace your gifts. Your gifts are starting to open. The more you heal, the more your gifts are going to open. So start to be open, start to do your healing. I'm a healer first, card reader second. So everything I do is about healing and about getting you to connect to yourself in a better place. So let me know if that resonates with you, Nettie. But that's what your guides want you to know. You see that green? It's all about healing. Start healing that heart. Start opening that heart. Start speaking your truth. And as you go more and more inside yourself, you realize what your real truth is. So with that, let's see if we can get some messages from the collective higher selves as to some inspiration for everybody who is watching this. I'll probably stay on for about another 10 or 15 minutes. So if anybody would like another card, just let me know. And Spirit, what do you want to higher self for the collective? What do you want to tell people who are watching this live or on the replay? And for those of you who do want to start your healing path, if you're not watching on YouTube, the guys watching on YouTube know about my site, Silver Fox Spiritual, which is where I do a lot of light language activations and healings, and they're all for free. If you want your own personal healing, you can reach out. I do them as well, but the general ones out there on the YouTube channel are more than enough for many people to really get started into their healing path. And you're welcome, Nettie. Thank you for coming by and saying hello. We love our viewers here. So Spirit is telling you when you start, the path appears, so take a step in any direction. Right? It's like I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Frosty when he sang that song, one foot in front of the other, right? Because you gotta make a choice, right? The choice is first to move your foot and move it somewhere. And as you move your foot, the next foot moves and keeps on moving. And pretty soon you're going somewhere. Where that is, wherever your head wants to tilt, wherever you want to pivot, but you need to take a step. And that's Spirit telling you, if you want healing, this is why there's that big H right here for healing, right? This is what we do here on this channel. People who come to this channel are ready to really truly embrace their healing. They're done with being surface spirituality and they really want to get into their healing path, and the healing path is connecting to yourself. So look for signs that will guide you to the destiny you've known all along. And again, Spirit saying you want to get to that destiny. It's time to take a step in, right? Whether that's to just watch some of the free videos on my channel that will help you with your healing process, or whether that's for you to actually go full in and either book your own private reading, private light language healing, or come to the group healing and see if that group healing resonates with you, and if you enjoy it, then you take the next step, or maybe you just watch somebody else's video and start your healing from there. Everybody has choices, and choose to do whatever you need to do, but choose to heal. And with that, that's messages from the collective higher self. And I might pull one more set of messages. I think I'm going to look at abundance. Where's the abundant money coming from? Because a lot of people have been having financial issues, especially the Capricorns. They've been just getting pelted for about 10 years now, and it looks like the astrology is changing for us. So let's see what money messages want to come through. Uh, Actually, as I'm seeing them, as I'm getting ready to do the money messages, the mermaids are saying, hey, no, we've got something to say first. So we get a couple messages from the mermaids. Spirit, what messages do you have from the mermaids right now? Anything else, Spirit? We have guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. And then right after that, we have safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. So if you see something that's making you feel uncomfortable and unsafe, walk away from it. Don't keep moving towards it. Use your discernment. And dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. So be a little bit more lighthearted, not in so much into fear. That's the message from the mermaids today. Take a quick pause here for a second, shuffle some cards, and we're going to see what's going on with money and where is it coming from. A lot of us are concerned, there's an election going on. Is my money and everything going to be set? So let's see what we get. Spirit, show me what the collective needs to know around money today. So let me see. Any other messages, Spirit, around money? Okay. So Spirit's saying the rebel. Limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. System buster, entrepreneur, or teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer. Uh, you're meant to pave the way for future generations. And so Spirit's telling you you're a leader, but you have to release all your limiting beliefs. They're also saying spirituality. Use money magical spells to increase wealth and prosperity. Spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, anything in the occult, right? So you're also being called to look at some money magic, get some reads to understand what it is that you need to do. But you also need to take financial inventory and see what needs changing. So you're asked to be pivoting, and that's probably why they want you to get a card read because you've got a plan for your next steps ahead. And sometimes it's good to know what's sort of coming so that you can take that pivot and plan ahead for it. And with that, that is what's coming in for money for the collective at this point. And if there are anybody else that would like a card or a light language activation, please let me know. Otherwise, I am going to start closing down. We've been on for almost an hour, and we're going to start shutting down a little bit. Looks like everybody's kind of winding down for bed, getting ready to tuck themselves in and get ready for their Monday morning. Uh, Mondays are never anyone's favorite day of the world because it means that you had fun all weekend long and now the fun's kind of died. But on the bright side, we have to look at that. You're welcome, Tracy. We have to look at what's going on, with the election and everything else. And guess what? We got a bonus of an extra hour today. Those of us in the U.S., the clock moved forward, which means that we sleep a virtual extra hour longer until we get used to that time change. But we got to look at the positive of that is that yeah, we get to sleep a little bit longer before we got to go back to work. Uh, Work is a four-letter word, so a lot of people meet it with drudgery. Let's hope that you actually enjoy what you do because that's the best way to be is to love what you're doing every day to go to work. And with that, I want to thank everybody for joining. I appreciate you spending a little bit of your Sunday night with me. I'll probably do another round of the Sunday evening next week. We'll see how I feel after the group healing. Sometimes I'm just energetically uh, drained because I channel in a huge amount of codes. But if anybody is interested into joining in the group healing, it will absolutely be something that you will not regret. I've actually had one of my clients actually started speaking light language after the group healing that we had. So we've had some really amazing transformations happen within just a small short hour. So with that, I thank everybody, giving everybody a last chance to get a card before I pack everything up for the night. If you want a card, just let me know right away, and just tell me what your question is. If you want an activation, I can do that. And yes, Jason, I could do that. Good to see you. What would you like a card on? And also, for those of you who are watching, just let me know in the comments, Jason, what you want, what you're looking for. And For those of you who are new to this, I am having that group healing next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time. And we're going to be focusing on love, removing blocks to love, helping twin flame unions, and everything else that is love and twin flame related. It will be transformational. It will help you to attract the love that you truly want and release some of the energetics that are keeping you stuck and looping. A card for finding work. All right, let's see. I want to get you a timing one. Uh, the the energies around work are basically stalled right now, and a lot of it's stalled because of the collective fear that is happening within the election, at least for the U.S., and that usually follows across the world. And so, with that fear, a lot of places aren't hiring and the opportunities aren't there because we're afraid and we don't actually believe. The first thing we need to do is we need to set in our mind that we are worthy of a job. We're worthy of the correct role for you, the one that you love, and the role is there for you. And this is a tough one if you've been out of work for a while because it basically takes you away from your, you know, usual confidence in yourself, and that's your darker aspects. Trying to manifest that so that you don't wake up, you don't want to heal, you don't have that self confidence, the trust in yourself. So start believing in yourself, and let's see what the timing is for a job. And I'm getting more than a year. Let me see if if we have anything else you want to tell Jason on this, Spirit? So it's saying October, um, which we're out of October. So I want to see if the angels can give us some advice or your higher self on what we can do to break this, because it seems like you've got a block somewhere, and it's probably going to be somewhere, inside of the place of you feeling worthy. And so it's time for you. Sometimes we'll give yourself a year timeout. Like I'm on a 2 year timeout from 3D work, from real 3D work, ones that I love. And I'm hopeful that's coming to close within the next 6 months. But let's see what the higher self says for Jason with work, because I know how truly frustrated it can be. It can put you into depression. It can put you into a lot of places. And what you really have to do is just persevere. I had a long conversation with an old colleague of mine who I've known for 20 years, and he told me his success story of being in the same place, of being out of work for twice and coming back bigger and better each time. And so just remember to think that. And Spirit's telling you you're pulling the strings that control your own life, right? And this is what's happening. It's there's parts of you that don't want to heal, and they're going to try to keep you down, right? And they're going to pull on you, and they're going to say, "Hey, I'm going to crash and burn." Even though they're you, they love the darkness that they're in. They're in a version of life that they like that place, and they don't want you healing because that's going to take their power away. And so they're going to pull on your strings. You've got to take control of your own strings and create the life that you want. Second thing is perspective is a matter of where you stand, right? And so what you have to do is you have to look at this time that you have off from an employment, from the employment that you want, and what can you do with that time, right? And be constructive, and that's to sit and try to get yourself into a place where you either, hone new skills or just go within and start healing and connecting yourself, trusting yourself a little bit more. And as you do, these opportunities are going to come in. And I have a feeling that this can change in a moment's notice. These are only possibilities where your trajectory is now. Change your perspective, change your life. So, Jason, I hope that helps you. But I think Spirit is telling that you can change this. You can change this timeline, but you have to do the work. You have to go within. You have to start healing, and you have to understand what your trauma is around employment and within yourself. Because time is always fluid. It's a possibility. It's not things don't happen in fixed time. Don't let anybody tell you that, because the choices breed new choices, which breed new choices. And you're welcome, Jason. Trust me, I understand where you're at with that. I had many meltdowns around not having an employment, especially when you had really good employment. So with that, if we don't have anybody else with some questions, I'm going to give everybody a last chance. Otherwise, I am going to call it a night. And I thank everybody for spending their Sunday evening with me. Have a great day.